Three, two, one.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
It's time, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea how well this is gonna work. I'm gonna go by the same law that I went, well, rule, I guess. Law's a bit dramatic. I'm gonna follow the same rule that I did last time. 3 battles. Well, 3 attempts. If all 3 fail, c'est la vie. If they don't, lucky me. Let's see how this goes. Unfortunately, Byleth is in play, so this is probably gonna end very badly for me.
After the last 2 years with Dimitri, I thought we'd seen every battlefield there is to see in Fargus. But Magdrid Way, huh? And this one's new.
A little foggy, don't you think? I might even hazard to call it a lot foggy. You've never fought in conditions like these, so you do well to keep what wits you have about you. If you're not careful in this fog, you could find yourself walking straight off a cliff. Horrible way to go, if you ask me.
Come on, you're not my mom. I can handle myself.
I feel like there's a snide comments if I'm remembering this correctly.
Wow, look who woke up on the confidence side of the bed. If that's how you feel, maybe you don't even need my help anymore.
Is that a suggestion?
You know what? Yeah. Why don't you sit this one out? I've got a thing or two I can show you.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. And, just in case you forgot, if you die, I go with you. Our fates are intertwined, so don't do anything too reckless, you understand? Now come on, let's go.
Yeah. Alright, relatively short and sweet. So Dorothea's in play, huh? I did fight against her in one of the side missions, so I guess that makes sense. That's probably my best option. Kind of wish I could assign healers. It is tempting, actually. Still. Oh yeah, it looks like I'm gonna need Ingrid for this one, then. Okay, so Felix is one of the deployable units. Am I gonna need magic? No. So Mercedes... And, actually... Yeah, Flame's too low level for this. Let's bring Mercedes in instead. Where is Mercedes? There she is.
I'll do my best.
Although, to be fair, Mercedes is much better. Actually. Do I buy another steel tome? Maybe? Maybe. Do I buy any more battalions? Probably? Oh yeah, I've got to do as an archer right now. And it's actually, well, technically said it does need to be a brigand if I'm to make him a wyvern lord, but still. Let's see, so Shez has to come along. Let's go ahead and set you back to your unique. Attack range? I feel like what you've got is probably for the best. Let's give you the good sword. Take it from Petra. Give you this to really make it felt. Let's see, I'm unlike... It doesn't look like I'm going up against flyers, so I can trade Grounder out for Blizzard, just to keep them locked down. And if there are enemies on Cavalry, I can have you prepare Night Healer. Actually, Frozen Lance is useful. Just bring Night Healer into play. And then we'll make you the High Lord, so you don't have to worry about anything on that. Well, in that regard. Actually. Nah, that's just something, that's a unique action that I don't abuse too much. Open circumstance. Where'd you get this from, I wonder? Ah, well. So you've got the Arrow of Indra, so you should be good to go. Let's see, we do need an axe swinger up front. Actually, given that Ingrid's in play, maybe I give her the Arrow of Indra. Ooh, I've got... Ooh, that's actually really good. I have a second one now. Let's see... Take the speed ring. Oh yeah, you'll need to swap that out. Night Kneeler will do. Night Kneeler and Earth Splitter, that'll be just fine. Who do I want? Let's see. I need someone who can deal with... Do I bring Ash back as a brawler? I think that's what I need against... Wait, who's good against archery? Magic, I think? No, Magic's good against bows. Bows are good against wait. So Magic's good against bows. That means I need someone with gauntlets. I think Ash is the one who is furthest along in that respect. Although I don't have anything better than unupgraded steel gauntlets for now. At least you can take the Kingdom Brawlers. And Battle Trance isn't the best for you. Rushing Blow's better. So we've got Dimitri, who can wander a field on his own. Let me compare between Brigand and Armored Knight real quick. So damage reduction inside areas created by the class action. That could be useful, actually. And then... You do have Death Blow now. Although I suspect that Death Blow is just something you have in general. So real quick, what's the differences stat-wise here? Okay, substantial increase in defense and health. Yep, we'll go with this then. Now, is it worth using Armored Infantry's Ploy instead of something else? Actually, you know what? Instead of defense 2, that'll be fun. It means that you can't wander around on your own as much, but that is perfectly acceptable as far as I'm concerned. And then Felix can just be thrown behind Shez, so I don't have to worry too much about him being super effective. I'll just give him the upgraded sword, and that should be good enough. Who's got the Aegis shield right now? Ah, Dimitri. I should probably give it to Ingrid. Actually, yeah. A substantial amount more defense and resistance? Yeah, let's give it to the Pegasus. So let's make sure that the ones in front get the good stuff. You can take the speed ring from Dimitri. And I believe that's everyone here. So we're putting a little more into a net than otherwise, but that's okay. Oh, wait a minute, who do I need to bring? Oh yeah, it's Felix and Shez, if I'm not mistaken, right? Shez... Well, there's Felix, where's Shez? And Shez is the other one, I think. Yes, he is. Good. Alrighty, that was a long time spent mulling over things. So let me just make sure that equipment is seen to, and I think we're pretty much ready to start. And I've got a few things that I can upgrade at either the blacksmith or elsewhere, although actually I'm running low on smithing materials, because again, I'm not getting a whole lot of just normal smithing materials. Oh man, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be seriously rough. But you know what? We will see this through. One way or another, we will see this through. Here's hoping we actually survive this. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and jump right into it.
There's no telling where our enemies might be lurking in this fog. Be at the ready for potential ambushes.
Fodlan wins.
Lack the luxury of waiting for it to clear.
I didn't expect them to give me Fodlan wins.
I'll do what I can.
Cool!
I'll back you up.
We will proceed as planned. Allow me to...
I really like this remix too, so I am a very happy camper about that.
Leave everything. I'll give it 1,000%. We can do it together.
All right, let's assign adjutants across the board just in case, just so that we'll be in better shape.
Must be found and put to the sword as soon as possible. We will begin by advancing our front line. All forces, prepare to march.
Okay, so we've got 3 forts that need to be claimed.
No backing down. Not even against the king himself. We fight for Lord Lonato.
Alright, so Shez can take care of himself well enough.
I can barely see my hand in front of my face. Hey, didn't we bring torches?
And then that is a sword, so you are not going to do that. You're going to go and guard... Let's see, that's a fighter. You're going to go guard Shez.
Take a breather. I'll do it. This stronghold will fall.
You're going to see what's over here. Never mind, you're going to go help Shez. And Dedu's going to go deal with that one.
Let's begin.
Alright, Ingrid's fun to play as, so let's go with you. And I can do a lot because, well, Arrow of Indra. Oh yes, it feels good to actually do damage. Maybe I should throw you at Byleth instead of Shez. Especially since I can spam combat arts. Oh my gosh, Dimitri! Yes! Yeah!
Begin the
I'll do my best.
It's not personal. I'll do it.
Alright, open him up. Wait, have you already lost your battalion? What? How? Are the battalions that useless at early levels? I don't remember them being that bad. There we go. At least I'm able to do a decent amount of damage to him. Although Ash is having trouble, so I think I'm gonna send him to go guard for the moment. How's Ingrid doing? She's taking hits, but she's probably dealing just as much as she's receiving. I wondered why they didn't include Bolin wins outside of the prologue. I was gonna be real mad that they didn't include it more often. Okay, I'm using way too much. Especially since Lightning Axe will probably be useful against Lonato. I'm trying to remember what he wields, though. Shez is considered in trouble? Okay, let's go solve problems for him. Blizzard!
Grant them no mercy.
Alright, get up. Luckily, your main character power will serve us well. Thank you, Felix, for being wonderful. There we go. That should be enough to knock this one down. Then I just have to secure our flank with Dedue.
Not a problem. I'm getting stronger. Not a problem.
This isn't a battle.
Okay.
It's a bloodbath.
Not a problem.
We were so out here like lambs to the slaughter.
This is almost too easy. Press our advantage.
There we go. Now I can actually use the actual class action. Boom! Alright, that should be enough for this one. Let's switch over to Ingrid and see how she's doing. Alright, they're doing more damage, but we haven't used any of our heals yet. So we're in good shape.
Don't let up. And keep an eye out for emblems.
Oh crap, Violet's already in play? Well, shit.
Begin the
Those mercenaries must be reinforcements from the Empire. Everyone, gird yourselves.
Didn't think I'd get another shot at the Ashen Demon this soon.
You're more capable than I expected.
They're holding back. So much for gauging their strength.
Oh shit! Hit the I win button, hit the I win button, oh god!
Do not let up.
I don't like this!
Leave it to me.
Okay, you know what, Ash, here's what you're gonna do. Unassigned adjutant.
Thank you, my friend. I'll give it 1,000. Leave it. Just take a breath. Thank you. I'll give it 1,000. Leave everything to. I'll give it 1,000%. We can. Thank you for the help. I should be okay now. No escape.
Oh god, oh my god! What the hell is this?
Here to help.
It's just like the opener! Oh no! Oh no! This is really bad.
Can't take any chances.
And worse yet, that was... This is really bad, holy crap! Oh my god, this is bad. Miklon, where'd you come from? And why are you on our side?
Looks like I'm late. Guess I'll get working on my orders.
Whose side are you on?
Emblem from House Gautier? What's he doing here?
So, my brother's joining us. Looks like His Majesty really pulled out all the stops.
I'll stop the enemy dead in their tracks. You lot use your brains and figure out how we win this thing.
Someone must be giving these mercenaries their orders. We're going to find them. Niklon can handle things on his own.
Are you sure about that? That's a sword. That's a sword versus an axe swinger. I don't trust that.
I didn't expect they'd have reinforcements, but it doesn't change much. We know what...
Okay.
Not a problem.
We'll send Shez far afield.
Move it.
we have to do. Now all that's left is to do it.
Are you seriously going to sit back and let someone else handle the Ashen Demon for you?
We'll see if I have no choice in that respect. Oh boy. This is bad. Wait, Gerald was spotted in what?
Not a problem.
I don't know what we're looking for is the problem.
Move.
Oh, well, worst case scenario, I guess I can send an Enter Mercedes to heal someone. Then there's Alois and the rest. Great. I might be in trouble.
I may be new to Gerald's band, but my only hope is that I don't get you all killed. That funeral would truly be a grave affair.
Now is not the time.
Come then, let us fight with honor.
Oh, Gerald was not spotted. Okay. Shouldn't the torch have revealed that to me? Oh, well. There he is. So I gotta take him out in order to proceed, huh?
It was only a matter of time till they found us. Let's give them a nice, warm welcome.
Lucky me. Well, I guess before you leave, get a Night Kneeler in.
These are no ordinary mercs.
Begin
Before I
the
send
operation.
Ingrid elsewhere. I hope Miklon's doing okay.
I have your back.
Alright, Dedu, you need to go off in one direction.
Let's begin.
Actually, I'll just set you to guard for now.
I will be your shield.
And I'll focus on Shez for the moment, just to be sure that I at least get one of them down. I'll need to play this safe after all, most likely.
Don't let them in.
Alright, there's Alois. Let's give him out. This is for every bad pun you've ever told.
Do not let a single one in.
Have this. Alright, I'm doing a decent amount of damage to him just on my own. Problem is that soldier's gonna gum up the works. Alright, I win button, away!
We'll do it together.
Did I forget to activate the torch thing, or what? Now, maybe it'll kick in later. Alright, lock them both down, and then rip and tear. Don't give him a chance. Don't give him a chance. Hope everyone else is doing okay.
Stay the course.
Although I'm curious to know why Miklon is working with us today. Seems a bit weird for that to be the case, given that there should be a bunch of animosity there.
I won't be the one to drag my new comrades down.
Are you sure about that? Damn it, he blocked. I'm glad I have Felix as the adjutant. His commentary is always amusing. Oh crap! I don't know what I just got hit by, but I don't like it. Blizzard, go! Knock them both down. Wait, Violet sees territory? That's not good. Wait, Miklon endangered. Is that what I just saw? Here's what we'll do. We're gonna be playing it a little dangerously. I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on the minimap as I do this, and hopefully won't regret my life. Miklon fell. That's what I was afraid of. Great. But if I can take out Geralt and Aloise, I should be okay. Problem is, I don't know where Bylas is going next.
Leave everything. I'll give it 1000%. We can.
Okay, that's one down.
Let's begin.
Alright, now Dedue, you need to move now.
I can stand this no longer. I'm falling back.
And in the meantime, we'll just have to drag things out with Shez. Alright, Ash, it's not safe for you here. Get out of here. Good thing I brought Blizzard along. That should help me drag things out with Violet, even though I'm hitting like a wet noodle. Good lord! Holding back my ass!
No mercy.
Maybe if I had been able to heal more so than otherwise. But, no, Violet will just mulch anyone she gets near. Thank you.
Guard this place with your lives.
Yeah, you're not getting through him quickly. This is a problem. Well, shit, we're out of places to run. You know what? All-out offensive on Geralt.
It's time.
Let's see if we can just overwhelm with sheer numbers or something crazy like that.
Let's begin.
Take a breather.
I'll handle this.
Grant them no mercy.
Ah, crap, Night Kneeler missed. Earth Splitter, then. I don't like this! How am I supposed to deal with this, though? I'm not doing all that much damage to him, though, is the problem. Maybe it does have to boil down to...
Not a problem.
You know what? I think it will boil down to...
Move out. Not a problem.
Oh, man, this sucks. Maybe I do have to just try and defeat Byleth directly. Well, we'll try this first. If it doesn't work, I'll restart and try again.
Thank you, my friend.
Really? That didn't do anything? Great.
I'll give it 1000%. Leave it.
Sorry you had to come just for me.
Hey, you. On the ground. Wait, Shez is still moving? There we go. I am chipping away at him, but I don't know if it'll be fast enough before Byleth arrives. Where does she go next? Too used to Byleth being male, apparently. she just gonna circle around there forever? So I might be okay, actually.
Let's work. I'll give it 1,000%. Leave it together.
I will handle this. Give in!
Keep at it!
I appreciate it.
Blizzard, go! Whittle it down and then let the dude finish the job. Maybe this is how I set things up. Okay, Pilot is just sitting for it now. Hopefully that's not an important stronghold that she's attacking, otherwise we might still be in trouble. Ow, that sucked.
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave it. Shall we? Let
Favor in kind.
Shall we? Let's give it a shall we? I'm here to help.
Alright, you go hide under someone. Actually, no, you've got a couple vulneraries. You can stay out for a little bit. Oh boy. Although with the amount of damage that Annette just took, maybe I shouldn't rely on that. Oh, hey. Okay, I think we're fine. Just gotta keep whittling away.
Take a breather.
Ah, crap. Well, that exposed the stun gauge so we can at least whittle down. Damn it!
I can't move my legs. I think this is it for me.
Well, crap. I should have kept her underneath someone. The multi-hit must have done it in. Okay, but by the looks of it, I can just do a full attack there and be just fine. At least in theory. So I don't have to worry about Violet as much, I don't think. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Alright, let's try that again.
All forces, prepare to march.
Okay, so looking at this, there isn't a stronghold that we have to worry about.
We fight for Lord Lonato.
And since the Miklon appeared to retreat,
My hand in front of my face. Hey, didn't we bring torches?
alright, the strategy's been initiated, so they increased visibility but didn't eliminate the fog. Got it.
Make moving around a lot easier too.
Good to know.
Begin the. Our orders are clear.
Let's begin.
Okay, so we don't need to worry about Violet. Good to know.
Them no mercy.
I'll handle this.
It's not personal.
Oh, jeez. That was a lot of damage. You're gonna die for that. Whew. That was a lot of damage. Ow. Let's make sure this place falls quickly so you can have you just sit here for a little bit and think about what he's done. Hey, why is Ash out in the middle of nowhere? Oh, right, because I didn't give him an order. That might be important.
I'll back them up.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
Actually,
I'll do my best.
Never mind. Good.
Guard this place with your lives.
Begin the. I have your.
Ooh, actually. Maybe this can help.
Begin the operation. It's a bloodbath. We were set out here like lambs to the slaughter.
This is almost too easy. Press our advantage.
Night Kneeler, huh? Good thing I took Dimitri off his horse.
Everyone.
Nearly routed. Okay, so she's used a vulnerary. Should really block more often so I can bring that up faster. I think that's a component of the Armored Knight that I need to remember. There we go.
A large step forward.
Nice. Extra strength is always good. Oh, crap! Thank you, Mercedes. Unless that was a vulnerary heal. Actually, it might have been a vulnerary looking at that. Sup? At least I've got dodging down to his sides, even if I'm bad at guarding. Good. And since I know where to find Gerald this time, I can send you ahead in that direction. Assuming I can, even.
Everyone, fall back! We need to regroup!
Let's begin. Let's begin.
All is proceeding apace, but don't let up. And keep an eye out for Emblem.
There's your boy. Well, there's Biomass.
These mercenaries must be reinforcements from the Empire. Everyone, gird yourselves.
Didn't think I'd get another shot at the action demon this soon.
Don't let them in.
So we're not gonna fight the Ashen Demon. That would be a bad idea. That would be a very bad idea.
They're holding back. So much for gauging their strength.
No, thank you. All out defense on everyone this way.
Don't let them in.
I can drag things out maybe with Ingrid a little bit, but I probably can't expect too much in that respect.
Guard this place with your lives.
I mean, I'm just tickling her at this rate.
Don't let the stronghold fall. To your posts, everyone.
Case in point. Probably have a better chance of dodging if I'm on foot, actually. Even if it's just the soldier. Alright. Your goal is not to kill, it's just to delay, after all. Do I just have to do enough damage to make progress, though? If that's the case, probably best off just doing this.
Leave this to me. This ends here.
I don't want to burn any combat arts. I do know of a couple. I did see a pot. Oh god.
Just take a breath.
Maybe I should burn it just so I can get through this. Ooh, this is tedious. Ooh, mercenary. That could help. Doesn't do anything to Byleth. If I can take advantage of the situation to knock that mercenary on his feet... Or is it her feet? It's hard to tell. Okay. That should catch Byleth. Shit. Now we've seriously got a disadvantage. Oh crap, not again! Hopefully there's no damage over time effect or anything like that. Mercedes, get over here and heal me, then run. Actually, just withdraw. Oh, this sucks.
Shall we?
Eventually I'll get through this nonsense.
Thank you for the help. I should be okay now.
Should. Should doesn't equal will, though. Why won't you die?
My true power!
Doesn't seem like I can do anything to her. Good thing I had the Dimitri block there. Although we're about to lose this stronghold too.
Begin the operation.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
I'll do it.
Take a breather.
Just gonna have to do this the hard way.
A single one in.
This is the worst. Why did I think this was a good idea? Okay, I just had to get Byleth low enough. So the question is, do I go after... Well, do I keep going after Byleth or what?
Looks like I'm late. Guess I'll get working on my orders.
Take that, Iklon? From House Gautier? What's he doing here?
So, my brother's joining us. Looks like His Majesty really pulled out all the stops.
I'll stop the enemy dead in their tracks. You lot use your brains and figure out how we win this thing. Someone must be giving these mercenaries their orders. We're going to find Tay. Miklon can handle things on his...
Can Miklon handle things on his own, though? I wonder about that.
I need to be stronger, faster.
Don't...
At least I know where to go this time.
Problem.
I didn't expect they'd have reinforcements, but it doesn't change much. We know what we have to do. Now all that's left is to do it.
Was it
Are
down
you
here,
seriously
or...
going to sit back and let someone else handle?
Not a problem.
I think it was down here for... I'm trying to remember. Is...
Let's begin.
Gerald was over here.
The Ashen Demon for you?
There's Alois. Whoops, wrong direction.
I may be new to Gerald's band, but my only hope is that I don't get you all killed. That funeral would truly be a grave affair.
Yeah. Let's have it out then.
Go! Now! Yeah! We'll do it together! I've got you now! I got this!
I really did not think that one through, did I?
Fight with honor.
At least Shez will be mighty effective for the moment with all this fresh meat. And there's Gerald. Good.
It was only a matter of time till they found us. Let's give them a nice, warm welcome.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Let's begin. It's time to move.
6%, eh?
I'll do my best.
All out offensive, go.
These are no ordinary mercs.
No shit. Crap, Eloise didn't get caught up in that until late. Another one down.
That's all I've got, Your Majesty. You hear me? We're out.
Okay.
I won't be the one to drag my new comrades down.
Unfortunately for you, you don't get that choice. Alright, I need to finish Eloise quickly so I can switch over to Ingrid and cause some hell. Alright, here's what we do.
Very much.
Go! Now!
While that's going on, get back under Ash. You'll have your chance to cause havoc later. For now, we need them dead.
I've got you now!
Don't you run away from me! Violet's just sitting there. Not that I'm complaining, but still. Weird.
Paying attention.
No, I'm not. Relatively speaking, Eloise is easy enough to deal with for Shez. Down you go.
Not a problem. I'm here to... Not a problem.
I'll handle this.
Just no longer. I'm falling back.
There we go. Throw Night Dealer on top of the Awakening Gauge. That should work quite nicely.
This stronghold will fall!
Come on, you! Alrighty, keep at it. Keep at it. Ah, crap.
Do not let up.
Hopefully that hits Gerald a little. Okay, it is hitting Gerald. Good.
Leave this to me. Prepare. You'll never win. Thank you, my friend.
Alright. Get what hits you can in now.
Do not let up.
Leave this to me.
Okay.
Thank you, my friend.
Here I go!
I'm going.
Now we just gotta keep wailing on him until he dies.
I appreciate it!
I'll give it 1,000. Leave it. I think we can use this.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I should be alright now.
No, you are not allowed to do anything useful,
I'll give
Gerald.
it 1,000%.
Alright, now get back under Rash.
Leave everything to me. I'll give it 1,000%. We can together.
I don't need any more multi-hits mulching any mages.
Give in!
Boom!
Let's go!
And there goes Ash nearly dying because, of course.
More of this! Someone help!
Only I had a good place for Ash to go.
My turn?
Actually, I could probably use Shez to whittle down armor, as before.
Allow me.
And Ingrid can use Night Kneeler to further cause some damage. Go Night Kneeler! Oh crap.
Years are starting to catch up to me.
I appreciate it!
Annette,
I'll give it 1,000%.
it might be helpful if you
Leave
healed me.
everything to me.
Let's begin.
Where is she? I told her to.
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave.
Oh, Shez had to use a vulnerary.
Don't let me die here.
This'll do the trick. Thank you. I'll give it 1,000%. We can.
Some assistance, please.
Here to help. Begin the operation.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I know that there's a combat art thing down that way.
Thank you for the help. I should be okay now.
Hopefully she won't go the route that involves... Actually, just in case she does go the route that involves crossing Violet, go there first. Doesn't seem like Violet's showing any interest in that direction anyway, so it should be enough. Although, if Violet doesn't go in that direction, maybe I can have Ash go there just to avoid trouble.
I'll do my best.
Especially since he's on the verge of death.
I can't take much more of this! Someone... I'll do my best! I'll back them up.
Begin the operation.
Do know that there's a pot over here. Damn it! Not fast enough!
To survive this.
Alright, that's attempt number 2 failed.
To die.
Crap. I'm gonna go upgrade some weapons real quick. Alright, so for this attempt, I've done a couple of things. First, I've upgraded the dude's weapon to where it's a little stronger. I've upgraded Ingrid's weapon to where it is ever so slightly stronger, though not stronger by much, admittedly.
Again.
I have
Come with me.
engaged in shenanigans in order to... Well, also, I have given Ash and Ingrid a level boost. My hope is that by doing all of these, I should be able to make just enough of a difference to see it through. I suppose we will find out whether that ends up happening or not, but for now, I'll just skip to where it gets relevant.
Let's give them a nice, warm welcome.
Alright, back to the fray.
They're tough. These are no ordinary mercs.
Anything else you want to mention, Felix? Alright, so we're only going to send Dedu, Shez, and maybe Ingrid. Thus far, I've been able to avoid using vulneraries on anyone. And I've given the Awakening meter to Shez, since that he'll hopefully be able to make better use of it. Let's find out. Alright, let's get him. Alright, the dude's almost here.
That's all I come here. You hear me? We're out of here.
So where's Violet now? Alright, we're fine for the moment. For some reason, Violet just stayed in the middle stronghold, so maybe I'll be lucky and she'll do that again. I guess we'll find out, though. Why is Ingrid taking so much damage? Who's attacking her? Those soldiers, maybe? Ah, whatever. There we go. She'll be fine for the moment. Looks like Violet's just sitting there, so I should be fine. I don't know if the game anticipated things to play out the way they have. I'm not gonna complain either way. Means I have carte blanche after all. Keep at it, Shez. Good work. Then I can use the other... Oh, actually. Okay, I'll continue breaking you open. Hopefully. As expected. We do it again, just for fun.
We'll do it together. I've got you now.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
Not a problem.
It's dangerous to put you pretty much anywhere at this point.
I've got this.
I'll handle this.
Let's have Ingrid move in as well.
Operation.
I can use what Dedu has as far as combat arts are concerned.
I'll do it. Grant them no mercy.
Alright, here's what we do. We get most, apparently. Give me a second while I grab this.
Let us take this stronghold.
My thinking was use Shez's Blizzard to keep opening Gerald's up, for where the rest of us can have a field day. Whether it ends up working out that way remains to be seen. Actually, I'm not sure who would do more damage to Gerald to this point, Dedu or Shez, if I got the mini I win button anyway.
Years are starting to catch up to me.
That was useless, Felix. Ah, crap, didn't time that one correctly. Wait a minute, I've got Ingrid here. Night Kneeler!
I'll do my best.
I'm going.
Ah, crap, it went away.
This is our chance.
Nice. It's hard to tell how much damage is being dealt. Actually, I can look based on... Yeah, looking based on the stronghold health, it looks like it actually did a fair amount.
I will handle this.
I just hope whatever's after this is manageable. Because I know that Dorothea and Lord Lonato remain after we're done here. He's gonna be hell in a handbasket.
What?
Should have used the combat art to disrupt that. Oh, nice.
I've got this.
My turn.
Alright, he's almost there, actually. Just need to keep being careful. Yeah, I shouldn't risk the stun gauge being lost. Oh yeah, Dedue's definitely dealing more damage on the flurry attacks. Whatever they're called.
Go now. We'll do it together.
Still. Let's keep laying into him.
Allow me.
Keep at it.
Do not let up.
Leave this to me. You'll never win. Thank you, my friend.
Yes! Alright, we have officially made progress.
This job's not worth dying over. Fall back.
Apologies.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
I'm here to help.
Everyone gather round.
Fine then. We retreat.
There we go.
Shall we? I'm here to.
Let's begin. I will.
Not a problem.
Alright, and now it's back to normal. Yeah, I know. Shut up, game. I don't care.
So the mercenaries have fled. Very well. On to the next. Send in the auxiliary.
Glad those mercs are gone, but this fog is still as thick as ever.
Should probably have Shez move so that I'm not dealing with too much for him.
It's likely that sorcery is to blame for the predicament we find ourselves in.
Then we'll just have to.
Let's begin. It's time.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Not a problem.
Yeah, I know, Rodrigue. You've got plenty to say. Just give me a
got this.
second.
Cut those mages down. If they're the ones invoking this fog, defeating them should dispel it.
Guard this place with your lives.
Alright, open them up. Crap, that opened them up all at once. You don't have any combat arts, but you do have everything else that matters. Ooh, that gave you warrior gauge. Alright, hit the I win button.
Let's work together.
And then I can go grab that pot and hit the I win button again.
Give it!
Oh, not quite again. Ooh, excellent. Oh crap, that's a little too much overlap. Ingrid's nearly routed. You have another pot? No, you don't. Okay, you must have just used it. Good. Alright, that should eliminate one of those soldiers. Okay, never mind. Then can we at least get... Alright, good. We've got another flurry in play. That should be enough to eliminate a soldier. Two of them. Nice.
Let's begin.
Alright. You return to a defensive posture.
Turn.
Actually, you know what? Ingrid should probably return to a defensive
Begin the
posture as well.
operation. Do not let a single one in.
This is just the beginning.
You must surely be the finest mercenary in all of Emblem.
I don't know, we did let the Ashen Demon get away.
Don't let them in.
There it goes.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
Alright, now we gotta have Ingrid move in and cause some havoc. Alrighty. So only 2 left to mulch. And an awakening pot if we need it.
Guard this place with your lives.
Thank you, Dimitri.
Your trickery ends here.
Oh, there was a specific one we needed to kill? Oh crap! That's not what I meant to hit. That's really bad.
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave it.
You know what? I'm just gonna end up wasting this. I need you alive.
Leave this to me.
I hate wasting it, but I need Ingrid alive.
Thank you, my friend. Nope. Begin the operation.
Alright, Ingrid returned to a defensive posture.
I'm going.
Take a breather.
Good.
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave everything to. I'll give it 1,000%.
Actually,
We can.
Not a problem.
I can actually send Ash to
Thank
do
you for the
something,
help.
can't I?
I should be okay now.
Can't I? Although there was also that... Well, there's plenty that I'll need to see too, but that's okay.
Do not let a single one in.
You'd think it'd be possible to just knock out a single pot without too much trouble, but apparently not. So, let's go mulch this guy some more. Alright, I have plenty at my disposal to allow me to mulch these guys. Lead with Rushing Blow. Ah, thought I would get this closer than that, but okay. Alright, rough them up. Then after you're done here, I guess you can go after the key. Hopefully whatever's in the chest is useful. Oh, no you don't. Crack him open. Thank you, Annette. Now let's go get that key while we're at it.
The rest falls to you, Lord Lonato.
Alright, the fog is lifted. That is a mess of a field.
We did it.
The time for subterfuge has passed. We shall meet now in honest combat.
Yeah, boy. So that's where Lonato's hiding, huh?
And victory will be ours, Lonato. Come, everyone. We will overwhelm our foes.
Why do I get the feeling that's not how it's gonna work out?
Yeah, right.
Ow, crap. Damn it, stop him! Stop!
I have to survive this. I'm so scared to die.
Damn it! I got too greedy. I got too freaking greedy. It's right there. But I got too greedy. Do I have time to go through this song and dance again? I guess I do. Alright, let me get back to this point. This time I will try not to be as reckless with Ingrid. Really? Really? I've just sat here, almost got him down, and oh my god. I don't have time for this, damn it! I've got a life to live! What the hell? Do I have to have Shez withdraw the moment I'm done with him? Good. Maybe that is what it's gonna have to boil down to. Unfortunately, I'm out of stuff to grind with, so... Well, to level with, so... Ah, well. Back to the fray, I guess. At least I've got a podcast to listen to while I do this. Alright, let's not take chances with this one and actually throw someone who's capable of dealing with mercenaries at the mercenaries.
Don't let them in.
Where is the treasure chest here, anyway? Ah, well. Let's just rip them apart, then I can deal with the rest. Also, there are way too many people on this field. Ah, well. Earth Splitter. Nope, that's not the button I meant to hit. I meant to hit. Stop it, Ingrid! I need you to take advantage of their stun gauges, not go flitting about. There we go. I'm just gonna say that this is the reason why Ash died and move on with my life.
Your trickery ends here.
I keep wanting to hit the B button to dodge and then it sends me flying. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna send Shez to deal with it. Shez, get over there.
Not a problem.
I don't want to risk Ash right now. He's died more than anyone else on this field. I'm starting to think Ash should not be fielded. Nice guy. But you die a lot. Okay. At least I was able to grab that on my way.
Not let a single one in.
Alright, rip and tear.
Go
How long have we been going? Oh god, it's been 2 hours my time. I'm trying to get this one damn battle sorted. Yeah, it's been bad. I like this! I like being frozen. Are you having fun yet? At least I'm getting people leveled during all this, because level is preserved through attempts. Well, experience that you gain anyway. I just wish there was more than that, like weapon drops. Although, to be fair, weapon drops ain't gonna help for crap right now. Well, if Blizzard isn't gonna do a lot to you, win sweep. Thank you, Felix. Is this slower than Ingrid could have probably mulched them? Yes. Do I care? No, because they're still dying anyway, so... I will not raise complaint. Thank you, Felix. Alright. Good enough for my liking. I could mulch that guy, but there's no point right now.
Not a problem.
The rest falls to you, Lord Lonato.
Okay, now where's the treasure chest? I may as well send someone after it. Oh, I'll send Shez after it then.
Not a problem.
So now we gotta send someone after Lonato.
Lifting. We did it.
Take a breather.
The time for subterfuge has passed. We shall meet now in honest combat.
Okay, so Lord Lonato is a pally.
Victory will be ours, Lonato. Come, everyone. We will overwhelm our foes.
Okay, so it says, there's Dorothea. Okay, cool. That's why. I'm not sure who would be better to send after you.
To ingratiate himself with the Empire. We can't exactly leave our new friend to die, can we?
Not now! Lonato is but one step away!
If we can just try to reason with Dorothea, though, we might be able to settle things peacefully.
I had a feeling something like this might happen, so I prepared a technique of my own to guard against their magic.
The might of a dress is on our side.
I'll handle this.
Yes, with our combined forces.
Allow me.
Wait, messenger.
Begin the operation.
Okay, I better send someone to deal with that.
I have your back.
Not a problem.
Alright, you shadow slide.
Well, couldn't hurt. Not a problem. I'm here to help.
Let's begin.
I'll need to stop them before they call for backup.
Don't have any combat arts view at the moment.
This will surely help.
Excellent. Let's bring you in here where I can at least get a little bit of a benefit.
Do not let a single one in. My turn. I'll handle it.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. All out offensive on this guy. Let's have some fun. There we go. Rip and tear until it is done. Actually, if there's a fighter here, let's give it to Shez. That way we can just make mincemeat of the soldier without too much concern. Alright, is that going to pick up the messenger? Yes, it is. Excellent. Next! Who to send after Dorothea?
We'll do it together.
So I can let Violet go, but I shouldn't let this messenger go. There we go. So Gadu's taken a decent number of hits thus far, and he'd be well.
Yeah, not bad.
It would be really bad if I sent Gadu after Dorothea at this point.
I need to be stronger, faster.
So let me... Well, you still do plenty of damage to him, so I'll take it. I'm gonna be so glad when I can give you silver and killer weapons. I'm thinking Shez and Ash would probably be the ones most capable of dealing with Dorothea. Although Ash keeps dying, so maybe that's not a good idea. And again, I did bring him here explicitly to deal with this sort of thing. Alright, we'll try it.
And not a moment too soon.
Okay.
Don't let them in.
Let's deal with Dorothea. With any luck, we'll be able to. Alright, let's get him. And I'm already taking damage. Excellent. Well, it protects against it, but it doesn't eliminate it, so we'll see how it goes. Oh crap! No! Damn it! No! Damn it, Ash! Why?
Survive this. I'm so scared to die.
Damn it, Ash! Why must you die? How many times have you died at this point? I've lost track. If you weren't... Okay, I do need to stop for tonight, but damn it! What? I'm just... And I've got such a good plan. Everything was going perfectly. just... Yeah, just call it a night. See to the rest in the morning. Alright, I probably shouldn't be trying this attempt right now, but you know what? I'm gonna try it anyway. So, I've made a couple changes. First of all, Ash has been swapped out for Sylvain after getting him up to par. The reason for this is that Sylvain's unique ability should pair better with the Brawler class than Ash does, simply because he'll have more defense and greater strength. Well, actually, he has less resistance, I think, at the moment, but he's got more word counts, so I'll take it. So, that's the hope there. Also, with the way things have worked out, Happy's the unit that I get special benefits from for having in place, so she's just going to be sitting there being hopefully useful, but c'est la vie. So she's going to be in play instead of Annette, for better or worse. Means I can give the Steel Tome to Mercedes, at least. And then... Alright, we'll see how it plays out, though. Also, I'm gonna see what it's like if I make Dedue a Brigand for this battle, see how that plays out. So, either way. Also, I found a stronger Arrow of Indra while I was after doing a bit of grinding, so I should be good there. So, we'll see how this one goes. I'll cut in if there's anything interesting that goes on. Wow. What a difference a slightly better weapon makes. Jeez. That was awesome. Do it again. Hopefully it'll be that easy when we go up against Gerald.
Begin the operation. I have you.
I'll do it.
This isn't a battle. It's a bloodbath. We were set out here like lambs to the slaughter.
This is almost too easy. Press our advantage.
Oh yeah, I much prefer to do as he is now. Maybe it's because I just don't like how clunky the Armored Knights feel, and much prefer dodging over blocking anyway. Oh yeah, I much prefer this. This is better. Now I feel like I'm actually fighting instead of just lumbering. Thank you, Happy. There we go. Sup. There we go.
Everyone, fall back! We need to regroup!
Let's begin.
Alright, go ahead and guard that.
Let's begin.
And now on to the hard part. Probably just skip over this since it'll pretty much be the same. Okay, I don't think I should have Ingrid here for the moment. Hang on, how badly is Ingrid? Okay, she's only used one. Maybe it'll be okay. Have a lightning axe. Problem is I'm gonna need to do to help me with... Okay, no, you can't keep taking hits like that, Ingrid. Thank you for not taking another hit like that, Ingrid. I'm gonna need to have you go for something. Stop blocking, damn it! I just need you to not for a while. Thank you. Alright, get in your X. Boom. Alright, let's kill you. Here's what I should be doing. Now that both of you have slightly better weapons.
Leave this to me. You'll never win.
There we go. Nice. Almost there. Thank you for letting me get all the hits onto you. Nice.
Let's begin.
Alright, I'm gonna send you back over here so you can recover for a little bit. Wait, why is Shez fighting people?
Not a problem.
Get back into cover. I think Ingrid's got this well in hand now.
Guard this place with your lives.
Thank you, Dimitri. I didn't take a hit from that. Thank you, Dimitri. Oh, that does so much damage. I can actually see the bar move. It's nice. Probably won't finish it, but it's getting close. Alright, I think one more Night Kneeler will do him in. Yes!
Begin the operation.
Alright, everybody go back to guarding real quick. Actually, yeah, we'll go back to guarding.
Dying over. Fall back.
Alright, back to business as usual.
Fine then.
Not a problem.
Now the real test. I didn't give you dual devastators. Whatever. See if I can manage without. So far, so solid. And the nice thing is that you get stronger as you get more hits in. So in theory, you can make this really hurt after a while. Nice, nice. Even better. Okay, I'd say it was worth it.
I've got this.
Also, I'm pretty sure you get a small benefit from having Mercedes as an adjutant.
Hear you loud and clear. This falls to you, Lord Lonato.
Alright, off we go.
But he's done so much to ingratiate himself with the Empire. We can't exactly leave our new friend to die, can we?
You probably should, but we won't go there.
No, not now. Lonato is but one step away.
If we can just try to reason with Dorothea, though, we might be able to settle things peacefully.
I had a feeling something like this might happen. So I prepared a technique of my own to guard against their magic.
The might of the Dresden is on our side. Yes, with our combined forces.
Glad I came.
Oh right, I need to deal with the messenger too. To do, Ingrid, get on it.
Begin the operation.
Prepared. Messengers. We need to stop them before they call for battle.
That's not good.
Got you.
Let's work together.
I'll show
Let's at least get this out.
Hey, you tried.
There we go. Actually, I can probably keep this going for a little bit.
This will surely help.
Oh yes, this was absolutely the right call. Oh man! Oh yes! Oh freaking yes! This was an amazing choice.
Is this the end? No, I
Hear you loud and clear.
You really shouldn't keep fighting though.
can keep fighting.
I'll handle this.
Dorothea, please. I don't want to see you die for nothing.
Begin the operation.
I can't say I want that either. All right, you win.
You happy?
Just to shelter those vile church rites. I shall rebuke you to my final breath. Fling open the gates.
Can't take any chances.
Alright, Lonato's in play.
Time to settle this.
Here goes nothing!
Come on.
Probably gonna miss a bit of dialogue from not having Ash in play, but you know what? I can go back later if I really care that much.
Not let a single one in.
Come on, we have to defend it.
Excuse me.
Alright, that should be enough of this messenger. Or at least pretty darn close, apparently. There we go. Thank you. I don't know how Shez managed to deal the final blow on that one, but I'm not going to complain. Okay, how do I want to play this part?
Not a moment too soon.
Well, let's get you some combat arts back. Then... We'll see how you do against Lonato by yourself. You'll probably do a substantial amount of damage. Oh?
I'll hesitate no longer.
No complaints here? Okay, how to deal with this. Lonato should be relatively straightforward. I guess we'll find out, won't we? This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be seriously rough. Is he the stronghold captain? Looks like it. Most likely, anyway.
I've burned far too many bridges to turn back now.
Alright, let's get him. Yep, no stronghold captain. It's just him. It's basically the same deal as when we were... Ooh, I'm actually seeing the needle move when I hit him. Huh. This might actually be easier than dealing with Gerald. Not that that's surprising, given the Blade Breaker's reputation, but still. Okay, I think we've got this now. Keep at it. I don't know, maybe he'll have a stronger offense to counter, well, to make up for it, but I don't know, maybe it only seems that way after having to throw Shez at Gerald, just for the awakening meter and whatnot. Guess we'll find out. Oh, wow, the mage here too? Good thing I decided to not have you be an armored knight. Having you go up against a mage would have been rough. At least I'm making progress. Even if it feels like very little progress. Thank you, Happy. Come on. Okay, I'm taking a few too many hits. I'm not liking how much damage I'm taking with this. Actually, if there's a mage here, I'm gonna have to do withdraw for a little bit and have Sylvain run in. See what kind of damage he can inflict. If only to clear out the mage, right? Let's see what happens. Alright, let's see how you do. Wow, that didn't move the needle at all. Yeah, you're not moving the needle, are you? Then again, you are a brawler, but still. Well, at the moment, anyway. You're just not moving the needle. Maybe if I can ramp you up, it'll be better, but even so. Oh, now I'm starting to see it move a little. Now that I've gotten a few hits in. I'm trying to remember what your crest does for you. I'm coming up blank. Okay, now I'm starting to see movement, now that we've... Maybe this is his ideal class. Forget cavalry, this is what I should have you be doing. Although I suppose you can still get a good flurry of blows in no matter what you play as. There we go.
I'll not fall.
And as long as I can keep the combo going, Sylvain's just gonna keep ramping up. I wonder if there's a maximum that he can ramp up to. Although I do need to hit this real quick. And there goes the combo. Alright, we can always build it back up though, although it took a while to build up. No, stop it. This should build up a decent amount. Alright, the needle is starting to move.
Let's work together.
This should help ramp up the hits.
Hey, you tried.
Alright, now we're back in the red. I don't know if there's a maximum to prevent me from just abusing this endlessly, but still. We'll get what damage in we can. No. Get in there. Get in there.
I will see Kristoff avenged, even at the cost of my own life.
You're not gonna be able to avenge him if you die, you know.
I gotta keep up with you.
At least there are plenty of spearmen that I can attack to keep building up the combo. This is so dumb, but it works, so I'm not going to complain. Although this is going to be my last rushing blow in about 5 seconds. Ow, crap! At least getting hit doesn't kill your hit combo. And I didn't even get to set it up. Ooh, even better. Okay, yeah, we've just won this straight up now. Hopefully. Hopefully, anyway. Oh yeah, I'm seeing good movement now. And if I can set things up using that mage as fodder... Oh, excellent. That's not the wrong way. Oh, that's not the correct way. Did I still hit Lonato? A little bit. There we go. Okay. And then I can use the I win button another time and hopefully make a difference. And hopefully that'll make the difference.
Let's work together.
Alright, that won't affect Mercedes' damage all that much, but that's okay. I don't need Mercedes to be the damage dealer, I just need her to help rack up the hit count. Thank you, Mercedes. Should allow me to finish it. This is so dumb. Keep this in mind for when I need to bring Sylvain somewhere. How did I ever think it was a good idea to have Ash be the brawler? I like Ash, but he's not the best fighter in the Blue Lions. Not by a long shot. Is this the end? Yes. Oh, thank God.
Forgive your fool of a father, Kristoff, for he is soon to join you.
It's over. Yep, pretty much what I expected.
Battle is over. A fine effort, everyone.
especially considering the conditions.
Whew.
Guess we did our job, at least.
Well, well, doesn't someone sound disappointed? And what's with that look?
I don't know. We completed our mission and all, but it still feels like we lost somehow. Sure, we stopped Lonato, and we put Geralt and his mercenaries to rout, but not before they dragged us through one of the toughest fights we've experienced.
That's putting it mildly after what I just had to suffer through.
And most of all, I failed to take down the Ashen Demon. If that's not a loss, I don't know what is.
Wrong. You were hired to do a job, and you did it. And in the process, you've received a valuable reminder about the unique danger the Ashen Demon poses.
You're right. I can't believe one fighter could turn the tide of an entire battle like that.
Precisely. They're surely going to continue standing in our way, so do try to dig a little deeper the next time you square off.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks for the chat.
By the by, have you seen our valiant leader? I wonder where he's scampered off to.
Wait, Dimitri wandering off? Right now? This doesn't seem like a good time for that.
No Felix or the others in sight either. Maybe they're having a meeting or something.
Sounds like you should try to track them down then. Though, on second thought, it may not be any of your business.
No, you should go check in on them anyway. Knowing them, they're being broody.
I probably shouldn't be sticking my nose into their private matters, but I am pretty curious. Let's go.
That was more trouble than it was worth.
I need to be stronger, faster.
Agreed.
I can't stop now.
I won't let myself stop here.
As per usual. It's anything other than the side missions. Okay. I'd say that went well. Ooh.
No, this is not my peak.
Got to give this a try sometime.
Ooh, an iron shield. Very nice. Only I could use the bloody weapons I've been given. Apart from the arrows of Indra, that's basically it. Alright, Dorothea's in play. Okay.
You did well, Miklon. I will remember the deeds you've performed here today.
You know as well as I that I only did it for the money. Your money.
That's the man from before.
I don't mean to question you, but why exactly are you eavesdropping on them?
To get to know them better.
It looks like they're having an argument. Butting in now would just make things worse.
What are you playing at, boar? This washed-up bandit doesn't deserve to look at our army, let alone be a commander in it.
It's a decision I made in collaboration with the Margrave. 2 years ago, after I ascended the throne, I ordered Gustav to capture him, made him swear his allegiance to the royal family, and gave him a unit of soldiers to command.
Spare me the details of how you did it. What I want to know is why.
My army was lacking leaders. We needed capable fighters to fill in the gaps.
And are you sure you can trust him, though?
As for Miklon here, the Margrave himself has instructed him in all manner of military tactics. I've seen his prowess with my own 2 eyes.
But can you trust him?
In the centuries since the time of King Lugh, crests and relics have kept Fargus safe. We've come to depend on that power to protect us from outside attacks, and grown all too complacent in its wake. Naturally, we will take full advantage of our heroes' relics in the battles ahead with Adrestia.
Then where's the Lance of Ruin?
But we cannot protect our home with relics alone. If all who could wield them fell, so too would we. The blood of the heroes is thinner now than ever before. We need men like him among our ranks.
I don't doubt the truth of your words, but that's not the issue here. Do you really think it appropriate to trust a man barely removed from his life as a brigand with the responsibility of command?
Everyone's heard the stories of the elder Gautier brother. How he resorted to banditry and plunder. Do you not think our soldiers would object to being led by a man with such history?
Command, huh? It's got a nice ring to it. But you should know, I'm just a prisoner.
My attendants, my aides, my best men, all stooges for the royal family. Breathing down my neck every waking moment. All the sleeping moments, too.
That's probably not going to make them sleep any better, though.
No wise remarks, Sylvain? You're standing there mute, as if this has nothing to do with you.
I was one of the first His Majesty consulted with. There's nothing I could say that I haven't already. I'm sure you can't stand the sight of me, Miquelon. But let's see if we can't get along, okay?
Anyway, now that we're all caught up, I'll await your next orders, Your Majesty, sir.
Let me guess. Any means necessary?
I won't defend it. Though I do see use in such a man. What he did in his time as a bandit was monstrous, I admit that. And I deserve no small amount of judgment for giving him command in spite of it. But I can't help but wonder. Perhaps his life could have been dramatically different had he only possessed a crest.
Could have been.
Same as the uncle I murdered.
I understand your reasoning, Your Majesty. Yet he's hurt so many people.
What's done is done. Stolen goods may be returned, but stolen lives cannot. If the man is unwilling to atone for his wrongdoings, then he will pay for it with his head. If he does wish to repent, however, then what better way to do so than by risking his life on behalf of our people? If any among us still can't forgive him, by all means, take up your arms and enact vengeance.
I get what you're trying to do, but you still should have talked to us first. This isn't about who shoulders what blame. It's a matter of letting us know what you're thinking.
You're right, Felix. My apologies.
I'm surprised we didn't see any of this in any of the other routes. Then again, it wouldn't have been the sole focus, but still. I'm surprised we're only getting this now. Because there's whispers of Miquelon in, I think, Golden Wildfire, but still. I do wonder why we don't hear any more from it.
Now then, we march on Aryan Road as planned. With House Rose military might crippled, seizing the fortress should be a somewhat simpler matter.
The Silver Maiden. Can we really take it?
You saw how many troops they've already lost. Just plain math will tell you there can't be that many of them left back at the fortress.
It's not the ones in the fortress you have to be worried about then, it's the encroaching Imperial forces.
At least I sure hope not.
And I am sure Houses Karen and Geraint would be willing to lend us a few squadrons in return for the aid we provided them.
Agreed. And their militaries are both formidable indeed. I'll have to factor their support into our strategies moving forward. And what of you, Ash? Will you be joining the fight at Aryan Road?
Yes, I will. Though I do appreciate the concern, Your Majesty.
As long as you're sure you can handle it. Do not hesitate to retreat if it becomes too much for you. House Rose forces aside. We now have the added threat of Geralt and his mercenary band to contend with. The very same mercenary band you had been looking for, is it not?
Yeah, one of them in particular, a warrior known as the Ashen Demon, who felled my entire company back before I met you. Not sure I'm looking for revenge exactly, but I do want to surpass them, no matter what it takes.
I see. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Sorry, I wasn't really trying to hide it or anything. Just never came up, I guess.
I believe I understand. Overcoming Geralt and his mercenaries is what drives you in life.
Yeah, you could say that. It's the closest thing to a goal I have, for sure.
What has you humming and hawing?
In any case, those people cannot be taken lightly. I'd like to avoid crossing blades with them as much as we can, though we'll likely encounter them sooner rather than later. Imperial forces are still encamped in the former Arendelle territory, after all.
Right. We'd better be ready for anything.
Wonder how things will play out when we have the advantage in the kingdom fight, though.
Azure Gleam. Conspiracy in the air. Having laid Lonato low, the kingdom's army proceeds south. Count Rowe, who had prior declared fealty to the Empire, surrenders, and Aryan Road falls back into kingdom hands.
Convenient.
With its foothold in the west lost, The Empire amasses troops in the former Arundel territory to the south, prompting the army of Fargus to strike before Adrestia can regain its footing.
Lucky us.
It's nice Aryan Road fell with little more than a hand wave, but it's hardly comfortable knowing the enemy is still on our doorstep.
Comfortable or no, we must take what few chances we do have to rest. Battle will be upon us again before we know it.
Not to mention the fortress is still a target. I mean, who wouldn't want their very own impregnable stronghold?
Our spies report that the enemy plans to mount such an attack from Arundel land.
Arundel, huh? It's been 2 years since the territory came under the Emperor's control. The wind carries rumors that Edelgard has been keeping Lord Arundel imprisoned in his home since then. If it's true, I'll... No.
Oh boy.
Were the enemy to strike, and the fortress city to somehow fall, our path forward in this war would grow exceedingly perilous.
The West doesn't face the kind of constant threats we do, so there aren't as many strongholds here as in the North, right?
Basically. Though my uncle did say that started to change at least a tiny bit in the past couple of years.
In other words, the entire western region of the kingdom is likely to fall into enemy hands if we retreat from Aryan Road now.
Indeed. Which is exactly why we must take the offensive and restrain this Imperial snake before it can sink its fangs into us.
Hey, it'll be nice to strike first for once. It feels like we've been on the back foot for a while now.
Right you are. And remaining on perpetual defense would only lead to more meaningless, preventable deaths.
Offense is the best defense, I always say. We'll crush anyone who has the gall to stand against us.
There you go, getting carried away again. Look at them, all stunned into speechlessness.
But why would they be?
Your Majesty, I bear terrible news.
Oh, what now?
Calm yourself. What is it?
The convoy escorting Count Rowe to the capital has been attacked by an unknown assailant. They've sustained heavy losses, and it seems Count Rowe has gone missing amid the chaos.
I see. And these assailants, we know nothing about them?
Very little, Your Majesty. The survivors claim to have been attacked by numerous mages.
Mages? No.
What's wrong? Do you know who it is?
Cornelia?
You saw the court mage Cornelia during our battle at Ferdiad, yes? Well, she disappeared almost immediately after. It's likely she has been burrowed away in western Fargus ever since. Which leads me to wonder if this attack wasn't her handiwork somehow. It's merely a feeling, though. I'd like to look into it further if possible. But something tells me the Imperial soldiers won't wait around patiently while we go off hunting for clues.
Perhaps you should send a separate unit to investigate, while we attend to the Empire.
Yes, that would be prudent for now. We cannot afford to lower our guard for even a moment.
So who was going to be sent in that direction? Encroaching into Imperial territory, as they state. Well, as they stated. Oh man. It'll be interesting to see what kind of chaos Cornelia can conjure. That's probably going to be the major thing we'll have to worry about. I guess I'll see to this real quick. There's a tactical research facility up and running now. I guess the Boar arranged it. Mastering swordsmanship isn't enough to win wars. Go and take a look at the new facility when you can. Frickin' finally. Just go ahead and see to that real quick now, before I call it. Alright, what can I improve it as of now? Alright, so just the second warrior gauge to start. And it'll be a while before I can throw too much more. But honestly, improving just recovery item uses, and yeah, honestly, just getting these three down will be important. Let's see, concoctions and increased recovery use. Yeah, pretty much all these will be freaking useful. And now I've got something else that I can pour copious amounts of money into. Lucky bloody me.
Don't neglect your daily studies.
So, that'll be fun to deal with. For now, though, I'll have to see to everything else later. It's gotten late for me. God, it took me, what, 3 whole hours to get through all this nonsense? Just not including the time I spent off-camera grinding a little bit. Oh, man. Look, I've already... Actually, have I surpassed the 15-hour mark at this point? Yes, I have. What the hell? Good lord. And this was where... Hang on. This is where we ended both routes. Oh my god. What have I gotten myself into? Either way, we press on.